we're now going to go through and show you how to create a custom profit and loss statement. Now the balance statement works the same way, so we won't be covering it, but you'll get the general idea. So what we're doing here is we've got, let's say, Honda, and they have come to us and they said, listen, we want to have a P&L that looks exactly the way that we want it to look. We don't care how you run your business. We don't care what you're doing, but we want to see the numbers the way we want to see the numbers. So what we're going to do is show you how to actually set up what we call a template to be able to accomplish this. So to get started, we're on the profit and loss. So we've gone to reports, we've gone to accounting general, and we've actually chosen the profit and loss to pull up. You'll notice up here we have a button for customize report templates. So we're going to go ahead and select that. There's one of two ways to go about pulling one up. We can either come in here and select one of the ones that's already existing, or we can tell it to add from another template or add a template and pull it up from that way. So either way will actually open the template up. We're just going to pick this test template. And so to get started, what I want to do is Honda has given me a list. They've given me an Excel spreadsheet with all these account numbers and descriptions on them. And so I'm going to first go through and create all these accounts. So let's say that they have an account number of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The description on it is new unit sales Honda. And they want to see this in the income section of the profit and loss. So the far right hand box allows you to be able to select what section of the P&L report you want to see this particular account. So we're going to say we want to see it in the income section, and we're going to tell it to add. You'll notice down here at the bottom that it has added our new unit sales Honda account. And so the next thing that we want to do is we're going to come over here to add accounts, and we're going to select that. This brings up a list of all of our Lizzy chart of accounts. So remember, we're trying to build a chart of accounts to look like Honda wants it to look, but we're mapping all of our Lizzy chart of accounts into that section so that we end up with what Honda wants, but we can still run our company the way that we want to run our company. And so what we're going to do is right now, it gives you the ability to look at accounts based on type. So we're going to start with our income. We're going to choose these first 3 accounts. We're going to go over here to cost of goods. So this is another really cool part about this, is that instead of showing an income section and then down in the cost of goods, I show the cost of goods. If I want to, I can actually now select the income and the cost of goods, map them together, and have the P&L just show the actual profit that we had in that particular section instead of having to look at it manually. So we'll go ahead and select these first 3 accounts here. I'll jump over here to expense, and let's say that we're setting up the service department, whatever. We're going to select a few expense accounts, and you'll notice if I go back through this that it has actually stored, it's remembering all of the things that I had selected in each of those different sections. So now we're just going to tell it done, and we're going to close out of that particular control. And then if I come back down here to our 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 account and we hit view accounts, you can see all of the accounts that got selected in that particular section. And so what we're going to do is we're going to go through, we're going to create all of the account numbers that Honda wants to see, and then we're going to map our Lizzy chart of accounts into this new chart of accounts that we've done. And the final step is that when we close this control and we come back to our P&L, and let's say we want to see a level 3, we can now select the test template that we created, or the Honda template, and then run our report. And instead of it looking like it normally looks when it runs out of Lizzy for the Lizzy chart of accounts, it's going to look like a Honda P&L, exactly the way they wanted it, with all of your accounts linked in to the proper spots.